Rolling back in. One last time.
Guys, it's almost V0oidathon.
It's almost V0oidathon, you mean. Oh. So yeah, this was a good fucking marathon, gamers, to say the least.
Can't believe it's almost over.
It's almost over. I have this Hollow Knight run as the send-off. So feel free to roll in chat or in voice chat because I want to see some gamers in here.
Anybody is allowed.
For the last run of the marathon. So once again, thanks to everyone for participating. And yeah, let's get this show on the road.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for watching and thanks for running. Alright, so let's fire it up.
On behalf of
Thanks for
everybody
being gamers.
Yep.
who got to win, I just want to say it's really great that you put this on and you let us come on and just be a part of something.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for submitting because that is what made the marathon possible. Also, how's the game audio versus the mic and Discord? How's the audio doing? Let me know in the comments.
Let me know in the comments.
Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Leave your comments below.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good? Alright. So, let's fire this up.
Hit that subscribe button.
hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe button.
Yep. Hit that subscribe, bob that follow. And yeah. 3, 2, 1. Smurf.
Yeah.
Alright, this is Hollow Knight. This is a Dark Souls and Metroidvania.
Shut the hell up.
Honestly, Hyrule is not wrong at all.
He's not wrong.
It is a good game.
This game is good as fuck, but it's also hard as balls.
Yep.
This game is this sure is a game that I haven't played.
Yeah.
But I've heard nothing but how great it is. So.
Yeah. This game, like, one thing worth noting about this game is that this game has a really intricate and deep and complex lore that you will probably don't understand at all the first time you play
it. Really does. It really does take from Dark Souls with that. Like, if you want to compare anything to Dark Souls, is the fact that the storytelling is very in the back. It's not thrown in your face. It's there if you want to know it.
Alright.
Also, this game was made by like 3 people.
Yep.
Sick.
Was put up for Kickstarter and back in 2014, I think.
Yeah, and I think it got released like in 2017.
2016
16?
or 17,
Oh, okay.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Either or.
So like, I know a couple of things about this video game.
Yeah, I'll try to explain stuff as I go along, and I'm sure Quattro will also help me with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need someone to.
I've put a lot of hours in that game casually. I don't know much about the speedrun per se, but the game in general, I do know.
Oh shit, Emre's here.
I don't know anything about this game. I only played like 20 minutes. I stopped playing for about a year.
God damn it, Hyrule. I know that you're a little bug guy.
That coming from you, I expect that.
That actually does that's a very Hyrule thing to say.
What did he say? I don't think I heard
that too.
Let me just get him commentary real quick. Alright, so, can someone give Emre a V0oid license?
I'll hit you up.
Alright.
So you have Discord invites. You have Whispers open.
Wow, thanks, Void fan. Oh shit, Kovu.
Oh, that'll work. That'll work. That'll actually work. Yeah, that's. It takes like an hour for Discord to update. Come on.
Void.
Thank Discord. Thanks, Kovu. I really appreciate that.
What's up, gamers? Jill on the run.
Thanks, man.
This marathon was lit.
Ooh, I got the double. Let's go. Strat is harder than it looks. But it's really swag when you pull it off. Also, these guys I just killed are the worst enemies in the game.
Polaman for the final run of the marathon is great. Good choice.
Well, I mean, you said you should. You don't have to, Emre, but you said you wanted in on commentary, so like, now you can if you feel like it.
Alright, so I know you hit guys and it makes the meter fill up and you can do stuff.
Yeah, so like, Soul is basically your mana in this game, and it recharges when you hit enemies. Right, but right now the only spell we have, well, quote-unquote spell, is focusing, and focusing is basically how you heal.
Yeah. I have seen like the first 10 minutes of this game.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've exhausted my pool of knowledge. Congratulations.
Well, right now what I'm doing is I'm making my way to a place called Ancestral Mound to try and get the first spell of the game, because that's what I'm gonna need to progress. Also, I need to fight this guy.
Well, that's a big guy.
The Fallen Knight?
The False Knight, yeah.
He got owned.
He's a big chungus.
Yeah, basically all you're doing, you don't really do damage to him when he's in his armor. You basically just have to do enough attacks against him.
Also, I don't feel like fighting him anymore. See ya.
Yeah, that's a cool thing that you could do in that game too. Just that boss though.
Just that boss,
That's
yeah. I assume that's like a hit and skip once you're like familiar enough with the game.
Yeah.
That's epic.
Since this is basically a tutorial boss. Did I have
that boss?
Oh, I didn't change my estimate, right?
Yeah,
I didn't change my estimate. Okay, so
Alright, better get world record or do something.
yeah.
15.
Alright, so I am in Ancestral Mound right now, and I'm taking this spell. Alright, estimate. Put the estimate at 110. But let's leave it at 115. We got time anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
So yeah, Vengeful Spirits, aka Adoken.
Hadouken!
And the Snaggle Shaman puts you on the other side of this fence, and he's basically like, hey, go the other way around and get used to that spell.
Holy shit, that's
like,
a big
alright, bet.
That is a massive, massive hit.
Yeah. And later your spells actually get a certain upgrade. They just turn black, but then they do like a little bit more, more damage. But the focus blast is really good, especially against like certain bosses.
It's anything like
Because the cool thing is that for certain bosses that you can get against a wall, if you hit them with the focus blast, what happens is that they take multiple hits from it.
Dude, it's the guy from Metroid Fusion.
Kind of, yeah. This is Elder Baldur, or an Elder Baldur, and I'm gonna sit on that bench because I'm tired. Sitting on benches is basically your save points, and it also restores your health. And
yeah.
But yeah, so like the Elder Baldur, the only way to damage him is with Vengeful Spirits. So it takes 4 Vengeful Spirits to kill, and you only have enough soul to hit him 3 times. So you gotta wait for him to spawn one of the little Baldurs to recharge your soul, so that you can actually kill him.
Makes sense. So I assume like the route, you have to actually stop and hit enemies every now and then so that you have.
Yeah, so like this is what I'm doing right now. So there is a skip you can do with the next Baldur coming up, and you could kill the next Baldur with only 1 Vengeful Spirit, but I'm bad, so I'm just gonna do it the way I did.
Do it the way that the developers intended.
There we go.
Some good. Sometimes those guys can take a while to shoot out the.
Yeah, it's complete. It's RNG when like whether they shoot a fireball or they shoot a small boulder. Also, thanks for the raid, Duck. Appreciate it. So yeah, now we're in Green Path. This area is pretty cool. It's up there as one of my favorite areas in this game, I would say. It is very soothing. Alright, so here I'm gonna do a skip. You can do the skip actually with the Vengeful Spirit, but once again I'm bad, so I'm gonna bait this Vengefly over here, and I'm gonna use it and slash it downwards, and it's gonna propel me upwards so I can grab the sledge.
Wow, insane.
Insane.
That was a big boy.
Yeah, so like these guys are called Charging Moss, and there are a lot of them in Green Path. There are a lot of green enemies in this place, as you could imagine.
And so what does the 128 do?
So 128 is your Geo. Geo is basically your currency in this game. And I'm gonna need a certain amount of Geo. Also, this is a Moss Knight. He's dead.
Oh. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, they can be tricky though if you're playing for the first time.
Yeah, because they have shields, so like they can actually block your attacks, your physical attacks, and that's why you use Vengeful Spirits to dispatch them. Okay, so coming up is the Vengefly King, this guy. I'm killing him purely because of money.
Seems legit. Oh, dude, it's a little you.
Yeah, that's Zote.
Yep,
Zote gets a lot
Zote
more.
the Mighty.
Yeah, he's a joke in the main gameplay, but in the DLC, they have like certain amount of fights that you do against him. They are absolutely dreadful.
Yes, yes they are. The last couple of times I've watched Limo play this, he was stuck on that guy for a while.
That made me stop playing the DLC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I fought him once and I was like, alright, I'm done with him.
I got the 6. I couldn't do anymore because like at that point he's doing like it's late game too, so he's doing like 4 hits to you.
Yeah.
So there's a few cool fun facts though. So the Fly King, or the king, or the big fly that was holding Zote, in the backer demo, he was actually put in the Forgotten Crossroads, and then they eventually moved him to that spot. This is Hornet that he's fighting right now. She was going to be a playable character in this game, but even though they made enough money to make her playable, they never got around to doing it. So they just created enough gameplay to be like, okay, we'll just make a sequel.
We'll just make another game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hornet is definitely a fan favorite character of this game. She's really cool.
Alright, now we can dash.
Now we can dash. The Mothwing Cloak allows you to dash. And we're saving and quitting.
We save quit. Oh.
Yep, save and quit. So,
Yeah.
Our last save point was an Ancestral Mound. So now I'm going to make my way from Ancestral Mound down to Fungal Waste. And I'm actually going to collect the Mantis Claw. The Mantis Claw is what allows you to wall kick.
Yeah, I get it. It's the same setup as the Abra Teleport in Gold.
Even though you do not save, like, you can actually not save for a while, but everything you do after that point still auto saves. Mm-hmm. So it's like a kind of like a thing that they implemented to prevent like cheesing of like certain strats or anything, or just cheesing of items. So you can go as far as you can while saving in the main town. You get halfway through the game. Once you quit, you go back to the main town. You have everything that you've gotten.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this vertical section a bit slow because vertical sections in this game are impossible.
Yeah, there are too many blind falls. And since he doesn't have
Monarch
Tier of
Wings.
Isma, Well, there's like a tier, like a certain item that you get later that allows you to swim in those acidic waters.
Isma tier, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, those acid pools, you will take damage and die.
Back.
I'm on that rumble, that's just cloth.
I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah, shouts to Cloth.
Yeah, cloth is a backer character.
So there is a skip you can do here that saves like what 20-ish seconds. You kind of like deboost on an explosion, but I'm bad, so I'm not gonna do that. A couple things I'm not gonna do this run because I'm bad, but that's okay. Also worth noting. This is actually a really subtle thing in this game, but if you hit those mantises, they actually let go of like white particles instead of orange particles, which the other enemies do, and that's gonna be relevant when I'll explain like more of the lore of this game later on.
Whoa.
Yeah, so he's just making his way down here to Mantis City.
Ouch.
Basically to grab like one specific item. I don't know, you do the boss as well, or do you just pick up the claw?
You just pick up the claw and you roll out, yeah.
Gotcha.
You get into Deep Nest from Queen's Gardens in this run.
Right, okay. So down below, if you're just doing this like in just casually, there's
the word tried.
Yeah, there's a boss down at the bottom. And it's just basically like 3 different Mantis Lords, and you fight one of them, and once you kill him, you fight the other 2 together. And it's probably seeing a lot of like casual plays when it came out. It was like one of the first bosses that gave people trouble.
Yeah, I ended up finding it like fairly late in my playthrough because like I said, I got into Deep Nest from another way, but this is usually like your primary way into Deep Nest.
Yeah.
Is to fight these guys.
The cool thing is that like it allows you to start going certain areas, but then eventually it just a lot of areas just say like you can't go anymore because you don't have this specific item.
Okay, so yeah, now that we have Mothwing Cloak and Mantis Claw, what I'm gonna try to do is break into Resting Grounds much earlier than intended. Resting Grounds is another area in the game, and it's pretty much the area you need to get to really like move the plot of this game forward. But first off, I'm gonna open the Stagways. Stagways are like, I've always called them train stations in casual playthrough because that's really what they are. They're a way means of fast travel.
Yo, we Banjo?
The Stagways are cool. The Stag is actually a really cool character.
I like the Stag, yeah. He's one of my favorite characters.
Some of the story is that like eventually once you start opening up more Stagways, he comes across like an old Stagway station that was kind of lost to time. So once you get there, you just see a bunch of like dead stag and some young stag ones, and just get some items there.
Alright, that was a boss, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, Grizzmother, yeah.
This is actually, maybe not the first boss you're supposed to fight, but like the second one, like, definitely.
Oh, rumbly.
Hey guys, rolling in.
Rolling in.
Rolling in.
How's it going?
Yo. What is...
There's actually one boss. There's actually a boss that you can fight before the False Knight and Grizzmother. I'm just blanking on the name, but in order to get there, there's like a tall hallway that you have to like kind of climb up, but there's spikes on the wall. You can actually do sword bounces off the spikes in order to get over.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah, so you just have to hit them correctly, and like with the sword bounces, you'll be able to get over and fight it first.
That is very not intended. Yeah, Brooding Moloch. Yeah, that one. Okay, so
It is a tough fight too.
This is Sly. Sly is basically the shopkeeper for this run, but once again, he has like much bigger lore in the whole Hollow Knight story. But I'm gonna die right here, Death War Pipe. But because I took the bench right by Salubra's house, I'm gonna come back here. And when you die in this game, your shade just gets out of your body, and he's just like, "Hey, what's up?" So I'm gonna use my shade, and I'm gonna hit it once, hit it again, and use the knockback that I get from the shade to get in this hole. And
Oh!
now I'm in this area, the Blue Lake. It's kind of a sub-area of Resting Grounds that I mentioned earlier. There's really not much here, but I guess I can talk at the same time about what I just did, like right before doing the skip. So I bought a charm. Charms in this game are basically like badges in Paper Mario. You equip them and you get additional abilities, or like you increase your strength or whatever. I bought the Shaman Stone. The Shaman Stone increases damage that I do with spells, so it's gonna make Vengeful Spirit stronger by 33%.
Yo.
So this is the lore update of this game. So to protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. So what I mentioned earlier about the mantises, you hit them and there are white particles coming out of their bodies. Every other enemy, aside from a few exceptions in this game, lets out orange particles, and that's because they are under the influence of something called the infection. The infection is basically the reason why the Kingdom of Hallownest, which is where the story takes place, has fallen. And the Pale King, which is the ruler, or was, I should say, the ruler of this kingdom before it fell, devised a plan to hopefully contain and neuter the infection forever. And this is where the Hollow Knight comes from. The problem is the Hollow Knights could not contain the infection forever, so this is why the kingdom eventually fell. But the Dreamers in this particular... ooh, almost fell down. So, like, the role of the Dreamers is basically to protect the Hollow Knight who was containing the infection.
Nice wall kick.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here I'm getting the Dream Nail. And the Dream Nail is what's gonna allow me to basically sort of, kind of chase the Dreamers down and reach the Hollow Knights.
So Dream Nail has a lot of different purposes. The main one is to do that. The other option is there are 3 bosses that you can fight in this game that do have second fights to them. That's the False Knight, Lost Kin or Lost Sin, and then whatever his name is, and
Soul Master.
Yes, they all have secondary fights, which they're faster, they're tougher. Those end up being some of the more difficult fights in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I spent like a lot of time on Lost Skin alone. Would have spent a lot of time on Failed Champion as well, but you actually advised me against it. Okay, so we rode the elevator down to City of Tears, which is basically like the capital of Hallownest.
Great Prince, Zote, and White Defender as well. Okay. Apparently there are a few more.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Zote. Yeah, Zote you can access with the Dream Nail too. I didn't know about White Defender though. If you die here, you get sent back to Salubra's place, so you really don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna come here, sit on this bench again because I'm tired, and apparently take damage on these spikes. Apparently take damage on these spikes again.
Yeah, he's gonna just try to do a sword bounce off of this.
Dang, dude.
Alright, there we go. So I'm grabbing this, the Highlander Seal. I grabbed another one not too long ago, so I'm gonna be selling those for extra geo later on because money is important. And speaking of money, this is what I'm gonna be doing for a little while.
Oh.
So you need some amount of money to open some Stagways later on, and also to buy an item called the Lumifly Lantern, which is gonna help you progress. And I'm gonna have to fight this guy right here.
Yeah, this guy's gonna give you a lot of geo.
Yeah, assuming I don't die to him. This was kind of a bad start. So you can kind of like put him in this little dance where you knock him like around with your sword, and you combine that with Vengeful Spirit, and also I just land on this guy. Ouch.
Nice 419. What a shame.
I know, right?
Dude, the screen gets all spooky
Oh,
when you have...
okay, I didn't mean to dash there. That's okay.
Oh, well.
Another way to make quick geo, which he's probably, I don't know if you do it in the run, but I would assume no. There are caterpillars that are locked in glass jars around in certain areas, and once you break them out, over in Forgotten Crossroads, there's like an older grandfather caterpillar waiting for his babies.
Yeah, the
so
grubs.
everyone you save, when you go back, he gives you a certain type of item. Most of the time it's geo. Other times he'll give you either a piece of mask to increase your health, or a like sometimes a charm,
yeah.
or a part of a sphere to increase the amount of souls that you can gather.
You're not gonna do that in this run, though. It's just pretty slow.
Yeah, I would assume,
yeah.
since
you will see a grub later on in this run, so like you'll see what Quattro is talking about. Also, you're not supposed to access this until you get Mark Wings, but this is a cool skip you can do once again with a sword bounce.
I'm starting to notice you don't really care what you are supposed to be able to access.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna be sitting on this bench because the next boss fight coming up is arguably the hardest fight in this run, and I am scared to death of it.
Yeah, it is a tricky one.
So just gonna farm some soul here, come down here. This guy is not the boss in question, but I fucking hate him nonetheless. He does 2 damage per attack, and he is like really hard to kill. He has a lot of health. So once again, I'm gonna like get him into this like little dance. Ow! Speak of the devil.
Oh, that's
Okay.
That's a large check.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah,
Fun
like
fact, if I wasn't playing on the current patch, I could skip this fight entirely.
Come on!
Yeah, the reason being, if this guy could get out of the way. Alright, thank you. So like this switch, you could actually, on previous patches of this game, hit it from below. And just skip on what I ended up doing with that fat boy. Alright, I just had enough soul to get back to full health. That's good.
So going back, you know what MB says, he found something else. He was able to get into a different spot of the map as well. Like there are so many things you could do with this. Like just like if you find some sort of damage boost or an item that you can bounce off or spikes you can bounce off, you can find easier ways to get in areas you're not supposed to be in. So Watcher Knight's pretty difficult. At first it doesn't seem hard. But once he kills this first one, you'll see exactly why it gets harder, because now not only do you have to fight another one, but you have to fight 2 of them at the same time.
Oh, baby.
But luckily what he did was he kind of cheesed it. I don't know if cheesing's the right word, but he went up above and destroy the chandelier, which actually killed one of them before the fight. So that's one less that you will have to deal with.
Yeah, you only have to fight 5 instead of 6.
Yeah, but it's still a difficult fight.
This is yeah. I am terrified of this fight. Shit. It's not the best.
Because you have to at least hope that they do like good patterns together.
Yeah, exactly.
Then when they're not, it's just you have to figure out. It's
really hard to dodge their attacks when that happens.
Woo.
Nice bounce.
Ugh. Okay. Ooh. This might be a first try. Holy shit! Hold on.
Yo, God Gamer?
Try to be as careful as possible. I only have 2 health left.
Love this gamer.
Nice dodge.
Patterns are... They're giving you the business right now.
Alright, now it should just definitely be easy.
Nice. We got it.
No
Nicely
Jinxerino.
done.
No Jinxerino, please.
Yeah, I
Nice
said that
dodge.
right when I saw him take a hit. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, am I gonna choke it? But yeah, that's Watcher Knights, and this could have taken like anywhere between like first try and 10th tries. I actually had a backup save ready in case I was on the Watcher Knights Infinite, but thankfully
Yeah,
this didn't happen.
Definitely, that looks like a pretty, that looks like a really boss.
It is a really boss, like, yeah. Keep in mind that like when you're playing casually, like you should have more equipment. Also, this is Lurian, huh?
And also probably more than the base health.
And he's dead.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
these
yeah.
sleepers aren't really bosses. You basically just go into their slumber and just destroy them.
Yeah. And then you suck
By their
them in.
death, every time they die, or every single one of them that dies, the mask on the sill breaks, which will eventually let you get to Hollow Knights in prison.
Yeah, which is what you see right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like casually, you're expected to like get here with better equipment. It's like the easiest dreamer to get to, or like get on your way to, but like you have to get across these Watcher Knights, and yeah, they can prove to be like really difficult casually.
I think casually, I think the first one that a lot of people come across, not everybody of course, but I think the one that a lot of people have come across first is the one in Deep Nest. I know that was the first one I saw.
Yeah, I guess if you like go fight the Mantis Lords and you access Deep Nest this way, then that would make sense. But I didn't do that, so like that's why I ended up fighting Lurian first.
Deep Nest sucks too. So.
Yes. Deep Nest is you'll see later, but Deep Nest is like it's the spookiest area in the game.
E
for sure.
I think around Deep Nest is when they start throwing in, like if that was the next area you went into, around when you went to like this area, and then just like kind of in like fungal waste, it starts throwing out some tough enemies. Like there's like little walkers or striders that bury from the ground. There are spiders that come in from the foreground.
Yeah.
Certain corpses resurrect into like scarier spiders, and then the enemy, I can't remember the name of the enemy, but it's like they're a big mask. that you can't do anything to, but then it opens up into like these 4 or 6 armed.
They're called stalking devouts.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they're probably the most annoying.
They're the most annoying one. You'll see them later, actually. Also, this is Lamb, so you have to go talk to him before like being able to sell him these relics, and you're like, yo, you have a customer, and he's like, but everything is like closed because of the pandemic.
Oh, baby.
But yeah, so he's the guy who actually collects relics, so this is where you go sell him those Hallownest seals that you collect earlier in the run. So now I actually have enough money to basically complete the run, which I'm gonna try to do by going back to the Stagway. And going back to Dirtmouth, and like I mentioned earlier, buy this Lumafly lantern, which is going to be necessary for me to progress through the next area.
Because if you don't have the lantern, go into a dark area, you basically cannot see anything. Which actually in the randomizer, that is one of the trickier things you could do, because you'd have to get through crystal caves or caverns to kind of like find some items. But one of the rooms going into or further into crystal caverns is just pure dark, and you have to do spike jumps. You have to dodge these flyers that shoot crystals at you. It's a terrible room.
It is, yeah. So yeah, that was the last Stag. He's a cool guy. I like him.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this lantern, casually, when I saw the price, I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of geo. It's not.
Huh.
Just keep that in mind for your next playthrough. I'm gonna take the Stagway that I opened way earlier this run. I'm gonna go back to this part of Forgotten Crossroads, but hey, something's different.
Yeah, the infection is starting to spread. This usually happens with the story upon the first destruction or the first killing of a sleeper.
You've made errors.
So, like, as long as you don't kill a sleeper, you can actually remain the Forgotten Crossroads to just be unaffected. But once you kill one sleeper, this happens.
This looks Kaizo.
Yeah, I hate these corrupted bench flies.
Oh yeah, beating the broken vessel also does it too.
Yeah. Alright, so Crystal Peak. Yeah. This is also a really nice area. It's going to be a good amount of platforming and just like really cool movement tech in general. Also just like the mood of this area is one of my favorites.
It is a nice area, yeah. Of course you get a super cool move here too.
Yep. Really don't have a ton of health though because of these fuckers that gave me problems earlier, but should be able to manage.
I'm telling you what,
lasers.
coming across grubs and not saving them is definitely gonna hurt me.
I know, right?
It makes me so sad.
Okay.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Nobody panic.
I'm panicking.
That was certified gaming right there.
Yeah, you're gonna take this section slow because yeah, I've taken a death to this laser guy before. Alright, so I'm through the scariest part of Crystal Peak, thankfully. Second half, there are some scary parts, but as long as I play it safe, I should be okay. Death here would send me back like pretty fucking far actually, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
colors that they chose for some of these areas just really pop, and it's always just like really nice to look at.
Yeah.
And like you can always remember what area is just by colors. Like, you know, this area is purple. You know, Forgotten Crossroads is mostly like a blue. You know, Green Path is green. Hive is orange.
Green Path is green, you say?
Yeah.
Alright, so we got the Crystal Heart, which was the whole purpose, the whole reason of coming to Crystal Peak. So I'm gonna save and quit, and now I'm actually gonna take a detour and go grab this item that me and Quattro talked about earlier, called Isma's Tear, which will make me immune to those acid pits. If you're good at any percent, you can actually entirely skip grabbing Isma's Tear with some very precise Crystal Dash skips, but I'm bad, so I'm not gonna do that.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. There is one in particular, one that will give you access to Queen's Gardens later on, that is, according to Emre when I asked her, is only like a few pixels wide, so... What I'm gonna be doing is coming down here.
Holy shit, it's a Shine Spark!
It's a Superman dash, yeah. So this is the way to Ancient Basin, which is the area that is probably the most important to the lore of this game, but we're not gonna go here. This is a nice sword bounce followed with a dash to get across this spike section, yeah. So I'm in Royal Waterways, and okay, I messed this up. I'm gonna like farm these guys for a little bit, these big chungus, so that I can get back to full health.
They're fine at first, but once you hit upon attacking, they kind of blow up and just kind of like home in on you.
Yep.
They're kind of harmless though. They don't really have like a lot of. They don't have a projectile or anything. They just kind of like run towards your.
So yeah,
direction.
that was a crystal dash skip that I just did. This one is pretty easy. The next one is tricky because you kind of want to be like pretty high when you do it.
Where's Chalmers when I need him?
That should be good. Yep, nice. Second try is. I'll definitely take it.
Nice.
Yeah, I was also worried about that because if you infinite in this room in particular, like, this can be really bad. Alright, so got his Mystere, gonna save and quit again, and now I'm gonna actually move on with progressing the game.
Yo,
also, shoutouts to the shrine that you get the Isma's Tear from. Like, it's so easy to just kind of overlook it, but like, a lot of these are sitting on like certain pedestals, or the room that it's in has a certain kind of theme around it, and it's easy to miss, but it's super cool.
What do you think the hardest tech you learned in this run was?
Not necessarily tech, but like definitely the Watcher Knights fight. Like, I actually practiced. Well, get up there. I actually practiced that fight for like, and just like learning and memorizing the route as a whole for like 2 weeks before V0oidathon to like try and make sure I wouldn't like epic fail it.
I was Tiso, by the way.
Yeah, shoutouts to Tiso. He hangs out.
Yeah, Tiso is also a backer character. His little background story is just like, he's not like super important, but like he's just a guy who tells you about the tournament or the arena that you come across later in the game.
So yeah, if I didn't have his Mystere, I would have to do a Crystal Dash skip here, but I don't have to do that. So now I'm in Fog Canyon. This is the most fucking Kaizo area in this whole game. It is also like, I think, the last area you're supposed to find casually. Or not find, but like progress in.
Yeah, I didn't. In my casual, like a long time ago, this was actually a spot that I got in super late because I actually had a hard time finding Isma's tier. I kept overlooking it. I didn't get it till way late.
Yeah, same here. I actually only got Isma's tier. I'm actually gonna go sit on this bench. I actually only got Isma's tier after I got the tram pass. To tell you, like, to give you an idea.
Yeah. But I mean, that for me, by that point, I've already had done White Palace. I had the Hive done. I did the arena.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I don't actually. Yeah, I actually don't remember if I did White Palace before or after finding Isma's tier.
Fun, like another cool little fun, fun fact. When the game was first released, there was like a FPS issue or a frame rate issue. So a lot of people kept complaining about the arena because during the third one, which is like the hardest level of the arena, it would just chug on frames in certain fights, so people kept having to take damage for no reason, and it was like very difficult. And then eventually they fixed it, but like I know a lot of people when they were fighting the arena it probably took them like days.
Yo, you have a friend.
I do have a friend, so this is Quirrell. Quirrell is basically required for this fight. He's gonna knock off this guy's like protective shield or whatever. Otherwise you cannot damage him. Also, this is like basically a Metroid. If you think about it.
I know.
Oh, come on. So I actually like beat this guy within 4 cycles, but this is not gonna happen today.
He's not playing.
No, he's not. So he has 2 attacks, as you can see. It's basically RNG. This one is the slowest one.
Dude, this guy's a gamer.
Yeah, he just takes a while. Like, attack.
Is like how long he takes to attack random too?
No, it's always like after Umu attacks, I think 3 times, something like that. Oh shit. Okay, this is bad. I'm dead.
No!
I was probably really close to beating him too. This is fine. This is why I sat on this bench, because this could happen. And if I didn't sit on this bench, I would have had to go through Frog Canyon all over again. Almost said Frog Canyon.
He's not gonna fight any of them in this, but his attack pattern, what it is you find one of them or you fight a few of them in the arena. It's very much similar to the captures you find in the city.
Oh no! I didn't grab my shade.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so this is really bad. If I die again, I'm losing all my geo. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't know why my shade wasn't there. Usually it's right over the shaft.
You just need to roll deeper than you ever have.
Well, I mean, I just need this guy to not be a jackass. We should be good.
You need that money, I assume.
Yeah, you do. If I end up dying again, then probably gonna be doing some farming in like Nest. I'll figure something out. It's not the end of the world, but like this is really like whack. What just happened?
Kind of whack, yeah. Just don't die.
Just don't die.
So, like, until you get your thing back, you just have less MP cap?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Congrats on the safety heal.
Trying my best to survive here. You know?
Don't worry, you're a god gamer. Did that charge attack actually do anything?
That's actually the Dream Nail. So you can use the Dream Nail on enemies to refill your soul.
Oh, I see.
If you can read this guy well enough, you can actually do that pretty conveniently. Oh, come on, what? Oh, I probably got stuck, like, below the platform. That was really
Yeah, I
weird.
think.
Yes, like a 10 million cycle Umu. It's okay, it's okay. As long as I don't die, like I said.
Umu, what's this?
Ah, there we go. I just had to complain about the fight taking 10 million years.
Nice.
Yo. God
Alright,
gaming.
find your shade.
Where is
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna smoke Monomon first.
Sounds good.
The other way that you could do, the other way you could do to get your geo back is at the beginning in the town. If you just use a simple key to unlock a door all the way to the far side to the right, there is a person there who can kind of just, just remove your shade from the world. You gather your geo back. I think it cost. Oh yeah, it costs.
It costs
Rancid eggs, I do
Rancid
believe.
eggs, yeah. Also, Fogbang, thanks for the 3 gift subs, man.
Oh, never lucky.
Can you believe Void got enough subs that he has a new emote slot?
I mean, I can.
What happens when you're a god gamer?
God gamer, dude. Alright, so that's 2 Dreamers down. So, we only have 1 left.
Alright, so we've beaten Kraid and Dagon. We just gotta go fight Ridley.
Yep, pretty much.
Is it?
Probably like the 3 easiest simple versions of those bosses.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
imagine if really just like if you walked into Ridley's boss room and he did nothing.
Yeah, he just sat there and you're like, hey, you're dead, dude. Okay, so... Oh, there it is. Why was it to the right? It's so whack.
Sometimes the shadow placements are weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like, where your shadow spawns depends on where you die. Get up there. Get up there.
I was gonna ask what happens when you die in a boss, but there's the answer.
I don't remember if this was changed, but that early jump where you did when you used your shadow to get to a city, I think it was, or yeah.
Resting grounds.
Yeah.
So this is the
You can actually
other acid skip that you would have to go through without Isma's tier, and this is the really hard one.
Yeah, because you have to get like real low.
Yep.
But no, you can actually use your shadow to jump across the gap in order to get to that building. in order to buy. You could probably obtain some charms like real early. And it's something you also do in the randomizer too, just to see what kind of items she has in the shop.
A nice anti-air.
Yeah, he owned me.
You have the scout, dude.
Oh, but recently it's been spawning in the center, so it's easier to jump off. I remember that if you had died in that room, it would actually spawn the shadow in the Grezmother arena.
Oh my goodness, that's fucking bullshit. I hate this arena.
Yeah, Queen's Garden is rough. It's got rough enemies, and it also is the area where you have to do the most notoriously bad quest.
Woo!
Alright, there we go. Actually, the set of 2 went way better than the solo one.
You can double hit him.
Get on.
Oh, dude, there's chompers.
Yeah, you find those early in Green Path. For 100%, you would actually want to kill at least one enemy and then like a certain number, just because of the hunter's journal.
Yep. This room is pretty difficult.
Dude, you got owned.
I got owned.
It's the last possible hurdle, dude.
Alright, there we go. We're through.
Insane.
So yeah, you basically use Queen's Gardens as a means to access Deep Nest. Deep Nest is where the 3rd Dreamer is located. There are actually multiple ways to access Deep Nest. The quote-unquote like, intended way, I guess, would be what we're talking about with the Mantis Lords.
Yeah, just because upon killing the boss, that door opens and it takes you straight into Deep Nest.
Yeah, exactly.
By that one, you would have to get like Isma's tier and then make your way through somehow. I think the other one is from I'm trying to remember. I said the name earlier, and now I forgot it. It's actually the area before the Mantis Lords fight.
Mantis Village?
No, the Mantis Village is in that area.
Oh, Fungal Wastes.
Yes, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a ledge you can like jump across if you had Mantis Claw.
Alright, I made it to Distant Village. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna sit on this bench, but shit.
No, they're cool.
Are they?
Is this when we get Jeff?
Huh?
Is this when we get Jeff?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Maybe.
Didn't this happen in Doc's run?
Yeah. Hollow Knight wakes up in the grave and then off to Winters.
Yep. So these are the Stalk and Devouts me and Quattro were talking about earlier. These are probably the worst fucking enemies in the entire game.
If you have your blast can do damage to them just because it goes through the mask and hits the back, but if you're not doing that, you have to wait for them to kind of just open up.
Oh my god, I hate it.
Yep, and when they hit you with these claws, they do 2 hits, 2 points of damage.
Yep.
Fun.
Luckily, there are a few that have like a little like hole above the ceiling, so you can actually kind of bait them to, you know, kind of just stay there while you do bounce attacks off of them and kill them, but
Yeah.
it's very few of them. You see how dark this area is, and without the lantern, it'd be a lot darker.
Oh, God.
Can you do it without the lantern? Like, can you even see?
Yeah,
enough
but
of
it's
the
not
area?
fun.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
You would have like a really bad time.
Yeah.
Is that like the world record route?
Nah, even the record gets the lantern.
Okay, I see what we're dealing with.
Yep. Oh shit. Okay, I forgot about this booby trap. All right, cool. So I'm gonna save this grub because save the grubs. So this is what Quattro was talking about earlier. There are 50 or
Roughly.
Yeah,
I think it's about 50.
About 50, yeah. In this game, and the more you collect, the more prizes this grub daddy gives you in Forgotten Crossroads.
But the thing is, the reason why I say when it's not saving a grub how much it hurts is because they add a little bit of emotion to it. So like the closest you get to the jar, they get so happy you're there to rescue them. But as you go away, they kind of just like get really sad and depressed.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you gotta save grubs. Please.
See, I saved it just for you.
There's no boss for this level? Or for this,
You just beat the boss.
This was the
well,
boss.
there is actually a hidden boss in Deep Nest.
Nosk, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to break a hole in the wall, and then as you're making your way, you'll see another version of you. And as
Dude, that
the
was so
further you
creepy
go
when I
down,
saw
you
that
come across
casually.
it. It took me a while. I didn't even know he was a boss on one of my casuals.
Yeah. So like Nosk is not
how we beat
required
the
for
boss.
progression. I think after you beat him, you get like maybe a mask, like a mask shard or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, so
He's
that's
a mask
all three
shard,
dreamers.
and Moloch is a mask shard. Those
Yep.
are the two I definitely know are.
Now I'm gonna make my way.
Actually, that does sound right too. Actually,
Okay. You don't want to fall down here. Let's just say that.
Pelor. Okay. Yeah, it's a Pelor.
Pelor. Okay, word.
Yeah.
Speedrun noises.
Yes.
Pelor is important for like sword or nail upgrades.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you just unlock this Stag Way. Conveniently, there is a Stag Way in Distant Village where there's fucking nobody. So yeah, we're gonna go back to Dirtmouth and we're gonna go fight Hollow Knight now, since the seal is broken.
Wait, you're not the Hollow Knight?
No.
You are not the Hollow Knight, spoiler.
Whoa.
So this game has, I don't know if they added anything new with the DLC or not, but originally
I got the Mander bug. Are you fucking serious?
What's up?
I got the Mander bug.
What? That must be new. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what that is? That's like
I have
that's
no
like
idea what that is.
that's like a 2% spawn right there at the beginning of Forgotten Crossroads.
When they add that?
Probably one of the later patches. But yeah, that's blessed, definitely.
Truly, V0oidathon is blessed.
Yeah. So yeah, penis hallway. Gonna sit on this bench because I'm tired. And
Penis hallway.
enjoy the fight. Enjoy the fight. Enjoy the music. I love this fight.
V0oid's gonna shut the hell up, I think.
Good luck, gamer.
Hardcore gamer thing.
Thank you. This fight is not as hard as Watcher Knights, but it's still fairly demanding, and also I like this fight.
I thought you were just about to like hardcore gamer focus.
Shout out to the music though.
Oh yes.
Dude, yeah, he's been there the whole time. Like, that's new to me. I've never seen that guy.
Oh, okay, that was lucky.
Sometimes lucky?
No, I was saying earlier, like this game has like 3 endings. I'll focus.
Like, the main difference with this fight compared to Watcher Knights is that at least I have time to heal in some spots, so that's why this is not as bad. Oh, come on. Ah, I got sniped. Unfortunate. No.
Dang.
Alright.
What?
Take 2.
Nice warm up.
Yeah, that was just a warm-up round. You couldn't win that fight anyway. You can only win on the second go.
Alright. This time though.
I feel like I'm being too reckless. Alright. But wait! Why is he hitting himself?
He's just trying to get to his second form quicker.
Well, that does 2 whole damage.
Yeah, those that pillar attack does 2 damage. You get hit. But why is he hitting himself?
Good cue.
Why is the music so sad? Is it because V0oidathon is over?
That's exactly why.
Oh, no. So what you're saying is, if we never beat Hollow Knight, V0oidathon will never be over?
Only when Tasmania's gonna get accepted.
Hey man. Like, what Hollow Knight is doing is me when Tasmania gets accepted again.
Again. Every V0oidathon has to have a game that Void hates.
That's...
Wait,
watching this,
hold on.
Watching this again, like, I love that attack that he does where he bloats up and just slams the ground.
Yeah.
What a goofy attack.
So, like, this is supposed to represent the infection taking over and just, like, attacking it instead. Oh, come on. The fucking parry again.
This fight is so long.
Oh no.
But you'll have to think as well, like, he's missing, like, a lot of items.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I really got, like, just the minimum.
You don't have like any damage upgrades.
Yeah,
except for Shaman
there's
Stone.
a lot
yeah.
of
I got nothing.
yeah. There's a lot of charms that are like melee damage. There's stuff that does more damage the lower HP you have. There's stuff that increases DPS. A whole bunch of different charms.
That's it.
Nice run.
Nice run.
Nice run,
Nice
dude.
run.
Underestimate. Even under the original estimate before was.
Yeah, which is good.
15 minutes.
There you go. So,
It's over.
yeah, it is over. So, here's what happens on this ending. So, you kill the Hollow Knight and you end up taking his place as the next vessel for the infection. The real reason why he's hitting himself during the fight, I'm not gonna spoil. Play this game yourself, it's fucking good. Yeah.
Best marathon 2020.
Can't believe little Hollow Knight is fucking dead.
He's not dead, he's just...
Yeah.
Like,
He's sleeping.
he's just gonna chill there until next V0oidathon.
I'm gonna bring back
The
an old
interesting-
joke from the last V0oidathon. But first, let me go
The
check out the
interesting
weather
thing
outside.
too. The interesting thing about that too is that when the Hollow Knight was locked in there, he had the 3 Dreamers to seal off the gate. But when Hollow Knight, or when your character takes over, there's like nothing on the door.
I actually didn't notice that, yeah, that's interesting.
So it depends. I don't know if that means like when he does break out, he can do freely, or if it could break out, it does freely, or it means that it's basically locked away forever.
Yeah.
It's not
Maybe
very
there's
clear
just
about
like
that.
no seal really for this current vessel. Yeah, I figured.
yeah,
I figured
that
that that was the reason, Emre.
Yeah, there's the one if Hornet's in there as well. That's the same ending, but Hornet's face shows up on the seal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But then there's one other ending, but that's
Yeah,
if you
well,
do 100%.
we're not gonna spoil that ending because
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it's the real reason to play this game.
Oh, did you get? I won't tell you that one, but did you get the other one? The super secret ending.
So okay, my thoughts on that ending is that it's I don't like that ending at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. I don't really like that extra content. To be fair, to me, like the real ending is the one like we're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, because there are like 5 endings to this game. I don't hate you. I just don't like that ending.
It's goofy. Like it's.
Yeah, it's just like it's so like off like everything this game builds up lore wise. That's why I'm not a fan of it.
Would you write an email to the developers about it?
Nah. So
But
yeah.
hey guys,
Oh, also, fun fact: did you know that Quattro was a backer for this game?
Yes.
no.
But now you know.
It's your name
I
of the
was a
credit.
Nice.
I paid the 150 Australian dollar tier, which put me as a ghost in the sanctuary.
Yeah, the
so on the first level,
what is that?
it's
What is that
Caspian.
place called? Spirits Glade? Yeah, Spirits Glade.
Yeah. So it's on the first level. It's Caspian. That's my backer ghost.
Look it up.
There's a lot of other backers. So like all the ghosts that you go around fighting outside of Spirit's Glade, those are backer ghosts. Every single one of them.
Yeah, I can actually show that off.
Can you guys
He most likely
believe
did, MB.
V0oidathon is over?
I think I've seen like so many people in casual when they come across the bug at the beginning. It's like, don't you dare harm these ghosts, and everybody's like, nah, I'm gonna kill them.
It makes me feel bad that V0oidathon is almost over.
V0oidathon.
V0oidathon is it is over at this point.
It's finished, guys.
Yeah.
But
Shout out
it's
to V0oidathon after party.
Yeah, what is the after party?
The after party for me is something everybody in this room doesn't want to know about.
That came out wrong.
Hey, it's both things.
Okay, so I think it's after you collect like a certain number of essence, maybe like 200 or something. So actually, I'll explain it in detail. So after you collect the dream nail in that run I just did, you wake up in this room where there's this lad. This is the seer, and you can actually like move around in the world of Hollow Knight and collect what's called essence using the dream nail. And once you get a certain number of essence, you can come back here, and the seer will give you stuff that will help towards your progression. The real juicy stuff to get from the seer comes at 1800 essence, but on your way to 1800 essence, you can unlock this room, the Spirit's Glade, and this is basically, yeah, like a shrine to like
the 150 backers.
Yeah. And this is Caspian. This is Quattro's boy.
So if you have the backer credits on, what happens is that they don't add them at the end. Upon every character that is a backer, they'll say their name at the bottom corner there, but then it'll say bye and then the person's name who backed that character.
Yo, that's dank.
Yeah, because I was surprised because I watched Lumo play this and the names were put on screen, but he has the PC version. This is the Switch version, so I assume that was the difference here.
V0oid, kill Quattro.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. So if you try to attack spirits in the Spirit's Glade, there is this guy at the beginning. I forgot his name. V0oid. Okay, so he says... What does he say at the beginning? Okay, well, I missed what he said. But in any case, he basically said, like, the spirits in this place are under my protection. So this is what happens when you do that. He just spawns, and he tries to attack you until you leave the place. And he does 2 damage per attack. And there's no way to get rid of him.
He said, "Get off my lawn."
He really said, "Get off my lawn." Yeah.
So they actually they put this in on a later patch or when the DLC came out.
Yeah,
because what had happened first was base game. It would say like, "Oh, they're under my protection. Don't you even think about hurting them." You would kill the whole Spirit's Glade, even V0oid, and just nothing would happen.
Yeah.
What a letdown.
Yeah, there were actually some things. Some backers didn't get in base game, so they added characters throughout the game, or throughout DLC, which were all free, by the way, which is great. But also, let me give you money, Team Cherry. Like, please.
All right. Let me think if there's something else I can show off without like really spoiling anything.
I can't believe.
Okay, I guess I can show that off. So like, the stag. His name is the Last Stag. When you unlock all the stag stations, he brings you to this stag station, which is called the Stag Nest, and you can actually see like a bunch of corpses of stags, and it's like, okay, it's pretty sad and shit, and it's like, oh man, he really truly is the last stag. And like, it's over, I guess. We'll never see, like, we won't see stags ever again. But wait, what's this? An empty eggshell. Dun dun dun.
Little baby stag.
Are there more stags?
There's a bunch of weird stuff that you come across in this later.
Yeah.
Without like, because everything seems harmless at first, but then like as you go back to stuff, it just like gets weirder and weirder. Like so here's one thing: if you don't save V0oid from the flyer,
the Venge
early,
Fly King, yeah, that I fought at the beginning of the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't save him, he's dead.
Yeah, he is completely dead. When you go fight the Fly King, all you see is V0oid's corpse on the ground. One of the characters that you save, she's very like shy and whatnot, and she has this crush on Hollow Knight, but she also like daydreams about the White Mask's hero, and that goes on to the V0oid DLC.
Oh yeah, that.
There is in one of the Stagways, I think it's the Queen's Garden or King's Station. It's either Queen's Station or King's Station. She's like up. She's got her head above a ceiling, eating something. You don't know what it is, but she seems nice. But as you get up there, she's eating like fungus off of dead corpses.
Okay, I can actually show off one last thing, and then we're gonna sign off. Actually, I'll do a shot to celebrate the end of V0oidathon, and then we'll.
We're doing shots.
Shot ready?
Doing shots.
Hold on.
Not for me.
Let me go roll over to the fridge over here.
Whoa.
Delay end of V0oidathon as long as possible.
Yeah, exactly. So there's this place. There's this place in Hollow Knight called the Colosseum Fools, which was the source of much anger, at least for me when I played this.
Yeah.
And there are 3 challenges, or 3 trials, I should say.
Yeah.
And the very last one is, probably the most challenging
It's the toughest
thing.
because
yeah.
There's a few waves that are like actually like really ridiculous. Because one of them I do believe it's like the floor becomes spikes, the walls close in, and you have to fight like 3 or 4 waves of flyers without touching ground.
To protect the chat from administration.
So yeah, so you have the first trial, the trial of the warrior. You have the second trial, the trial of the conqueror. And you have the third trial, the trial of the fool. Which you fight for Geo and the glory of being a fool, because you really gotta be a fool to do this trial.
You really just do it for Geo.
Yeah. You get an achievement after you get through it.
It is an achievement, yeah.
Yeah. It's really difficult. Like the first 2 are like fairly like reasonable and straightforward. This one is like borderline unfair.
I don't know. I don't remember. Do you actually get a charm though?
For the trial of the fool, no, you don't.
Yeah. No. Okay. So this one is going to be a bunch of waves of like just difficult enemies. At first, it's not too bad. But over time, they start throwing in some really bad enemies. Like the floor becomes spikes, and then you have the sorcerers that are like shooting bullets at you. But they also add the electric one in there, which is this is the only place you see them. And it's just it gets annoying. It's just a lot of bad waves. It's difficult.
Yeah, it is very difficult.
And then at the very end. There is a boss that you fight. He's like it's a knight on the back, or no, he's not on the back of it when you fight him. He like gets off of it, but it's like a knight with a giant like beetle like or slug type monster. But the cool thing about that fight is that if you kill the knight first, the slug or the mount kind of enrages. But if you kill the mount first, the knight just gives up.
This wave is funny because you see these like bat thingies. They just like come in and they kill those 2 idiots at the bottom.
Get known, dude.
Also, if you just look in the back, the person overlooking the the fight is just actually dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He died of boredom.
Died of boredom.
These guys are weird. Like they're just on like random path.
These guys are super erratic. Yeah.
Although like in this, like this is a good. This room or this wave right here is one of the waves where I know I can heal because most likely they're not going to hit me if I know their pattern. Getting these charge hits on these enemies actually helps because it's killing them in one hit.
Yeah, it's something I came up with because I really like using Great Slash.
Yeah, it's super nice in this.
And I also have the badge.
These guys you can't kill.
I also have the badge that like increases your Great Slash speed.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the name of it, so I called it badge, right?
And in the backer demo, the charms weren't actually in it yet. Like there was actually no menu. And the backer demo actually gave you faster DPS, but upon release they like moved that to a charm. The layout for the Moloch fight was different as well. There weren't spikes that blocked you from like getting there. It was just like kind of an open pathway. So you fought Moloch, Vengefly King, or I keep forgetting his name. Grizzmother and False Knight in the backer demo. Basically where it stopped was upon walking into Green Path. It'll just say like, oh, thank you for backing Hollow Knight. Alright, here's a bad wave.
Yeah, this wave kind of sucks.
Like these are the guys that you only see here. The ones that do those electric attacks, they're very much similar to the that like Metroid boss Umu.
Yeah. Okay, this is like these walls coming in, like that kind of signifies, at least for me, the halfway point of the this trial.
This is where it gets tough.
Half,
yeah,
yes.
It's a long. These guys can be kind of annoying.
Oops.
Well, we're on
Alright. Moloch, I know the Moloch fight you can heal. You can also see in the top corner, around where his soul is, he's got 3 extra.
Oh, I'm dead!
Oh man.
I got way the fuck too greedy. Alright. Whatever.
You are a fool.
I am a fool, yep. And like as an added bonus, when you die, the crowd laughs at you. So.
Yep.
Ha ha. All right.
So in the first arena or the first attempt or the first level, there is actually a boss. It's the first one and the third one that have bosses. The first one is V0oid. And
yeah, it's a quote unquote boss.
Yeah, but like what happens is that he's like nothing. He just blindly waves his sword around or his nail, falls on his face, and you basically just knock him around.
Yep.
Epic.
Alright, yeah, that's it. That's Hollow Knight, and with that, the end of V0oidathon.
So.
Aw, man.
Aw,
nice
man. Nice run.